Welcome, stream elements. Welcome, lazy_Blair, he/him.
Discover style, adventure, and endless energy. Everything you're looking for is here.
Morning, Mr. Rob. Can I have a latte, please? Extra sugar, extra milk. With all those edges and that sturdy look, Mr. Rob might seem a bit cold and standoffish, but he's actually paying attention, quietly noting down what each of us prefers. Bet there's a tender heart ticking away under that metal shell. Makes you wonder, huh?
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing I couldn't give up, even in the face of the world's end, was the sunset on that beach.
Starlight Night Transformation!
Hello. Sorry for the late start. I actually had to go to like a boot camp of sorts. Not like too serious, not like an army boot camp, but like a skills boot camp. Needless to say, it might help out with something I want to do. Oh. That's crazy though. And then Jane. Cute though. I think like you get bang view like interactions in here now. I have Jane, so I don't have to focus too much on her. Still want Vivian though.
Nothing beats caffeine on a lazy afternoon. Want some? Whenever you feel lost.
Ooh, no, Memento. I need to go and do something out of the way. It needs to get something out of the way, actually. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gratified, satisfied, all the above. 100 polychromes? I mean, I already can do a 10-4 now, so... Doesn't really matter, but... Easy gameplay. Well, I don't wail that much anyway. Okay, down to a bit, like, that much on the vanity, so... Fingers crossed. Okay. 2 A's though. Actually thinking about like just dropping a bit into the banner to make sure I like solidify my chance against Vivian. Not that I'm solidifying anything though, I am literally on 50-50. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't always happen, but... Thanks for thinking of me. Regardless though... 20 days, 20-day turn forward, 55 summons. I might need to drop a couple. £10 maybe? I don't know. But, more importantly, I should probably get events out of the way, really. Already did a like story. Personal thoughts, I think it's amazing. I think the weakest point is more so just the Hugo Vivian dynamic. That's going a bit crazy. Anyway, I think the weakest point has to be like nice. I kind of like how story's like a lot more of a, like a bit more of a long read nowadays. Not like just short bursts. Oh, sorry, not too long though. But it's not as much. It doesn't feel like a short burst nowadays, like it does for like first part and second part. Yeah. Pretty good, man.
Eradicate all evil.
I think weak point in their way, but
In pursuit. Here it's over.
see that. Like, I think you can give Vivian a bit of a pass though. She is very, very. She's like I can describe this in a way that it makes sense, but doesn't make sense. She's as good as we expected her to be written when it comes to like Zen's characters. The Sokka thing, though too much, is kind of funny though.
Waste of time.
A crash, that's cool. Yeah, the game just crashed again. Alright, so they still haven't sorted that out. That's cool. That's good to know. Well, it keeps on crashing like my. It's like the game itself keeps on crashing. And like when people play on PC, it is, you know, it isn't just me issue, but it does actually blue screen when it comes to PC. Blue screens into I don't know, but it's quite common though. Yeah, the Sokka side is a bit too much, but she is very adorable.
Change is mine. No control. Victory. Waste of time. I see it.
You've seen this, of course. Okay. I don't think it has to be. I actually don't think it's my PC. Energy reach? No. I've actually never had a crash. That's crazy. So it's just me then. It's not like my PC consoles or whatever. It runs like games just fine. Like Monster Hunter Wilds, I can run that Max Essence. Fortnite is intensive, but then again, that's just Fortnite. It's very CPU intensive rather than GPU intensive. So let's see if your PC try a bit. We'll go to throttle.
Resistance is no time to lose. In pursuit. Oops, my blade is Secure the perimeter.
This part is I literally can't relate because I basically had crashes here and there. I think it's also just down to the fact that I do stream the game as well. Like AP whatever, I'll use it. Yeah, battery. I mean, you did get like 2 S ranks, so like a tenfold. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, just get on man, okay? Never mind, he said he wanted to do that. $26 a high for every 4. That okay. That is bad. That's quite bad. Exploit related.
Ah, you've arrived. I wanted to ask you some questions about store management.
Ask me? Well, actually, my brother's the one who's managing the video store for the most part. But go ahead, I'll do my best.
Customers have always loved purchasing carefully arranged bouquets. The flowers glistening with morning dew add beauty to their lives, and that, in itself, is fulfilling for me. Yet lately, a customer mentioned that rather than buying bouquets in full bloom, he wants to spend time with his flowers. However, simple potted plants don't quite have the same aesthetic charm.
She's most likely talking about Seed. And this is very weird considering the fact that when it came down to 1.7, they've updated it when it comes to triggers, like quality time, like quotes, whatever. Most of the pronouns have been changed to from he to she, which is really weird. But Seed is still referred to he here, so I guess for the time being it's just they them for now until we actually figure out what the hell they're going to do with Seed. I hope they just personally, I hope Seed is still male, because there's less of a chance of there being like a Firefly type deal. Otherwise, it's Hoyoverse that there's always going to be like a 0% chance that they'll make something conventionally beautiful or whatever.
So, I was thinking, perhaps I could create custom potted floral arrangements.
That's a brilliant idea. And potted floral arrangements sound perfect for Dew Gardening's vibe.
Since you agree, could I have the honor of inviting you to be our part-time manager and special floral designer for the next few days?
Huh? You
Going
mean
to Firefly.
you want me to handle customers' floral arrangements for a few days?
Thing is, like even though I have like more faith in like Zenith devs than I do in like HSR, I definitely feel like they're gonna Firefly it. There's already too many inconsistencies with like what they want to do with Seed at this point. It could change happen.
Yes, spring is here. No self-respecting connoisseur of flowers would dare to miss this season. I plan to travel for a few days and find novel flora for my shop. But the floral arrangement project is just getting started. Pausing it now might let the customers down. As an experienced store manager, you must understand my concerns. So,
Do you like how Kidia does have some of the very similar emotes that a lot of the NPCs do have, but there's some unique ones, so it's okay.
I'd love to help, but I've never done flower arranging before, so won't this be a bit... Oh, how about you teach me it right now?
1 second. Yeah, just 1 second. I'm actually doing a phone call quickly. Back. Sorry. Again, I had to do a phone call.
As a floral designer, you first need to understand why your customers want flowers and what qualities they're looking for. Some customers may already have a specific flower in mind. If you can guess it correctly, it'll make them even more satisfied.
I mean, this is literally just like some of the other events we've been going through, like the police event, the one we did in like Reverb Arena, that
Well,
one.
It's a bit hard to explain. Let's do a practice round. I'll pretend to be the customer.
So the orchid is really pretty. Daisies are various. You just eat me concentrate.
Daisies always carry the morning dew, innocent and fresh.
It's too long anyway, so. saying this entire time, so oh, yeah, he's running for the entire fetch, right? It is like a conventional memoir, right? Oh, how about so? Ends with driving cars versus not supposed to be a great fit. Nice.
It is both intention and courage. Yeah, that's cute. Support base on side first. If you want to look for extra decorations and couple of cars, make public visual appealing for driving colors. Daisies always carry the morning dew, innocent and fresh.
That's cool. Morning dew. Hey, Astra. Total equal to 1. I guess it's good enough.
Daisies always carry the morning dew, innocent and fresh.
You certainly do have a natural talent for this. No wonder Miss Orchidea was willing to hand her beloved dew gardening to you.
You think I have talent, Rena? I didn't do anything super difficult.
It's because you easily managed to convey both gentleness and treasured beauty in your work, and didn't find it difficult at all. So you indeed have talent. After all, talent and skill are different. What you accomplished can be considered communication with flowers. Just as Orchidea wrote in her notes, a floral designer must feel the qualities and personality of each flower and arrangement in accordance with their own understanding, allowing each flower to radiate its own charm. This potted arrangement has achieved that. So, if you're free, I'd love to hear your understanding of different flowers. I brought snacks. Oh, don't worry. I've already experimented on everyone at Victoria Housekeeping.
All thanks to your guidance, Rena. And about the qualities and personality you mentioned, I'll practice getting a feel for that.
Oh, what a coincidence. Not only is my temporary manager here, but also an old friend of mine.
A coincidence indeed. If I hadn't stayed to chat, I would have missed you, Miss Orchidea. Oh, is my previous request causing you trouble?
It is a little difficult, yes. I've visited several old friends in search of the flowers you mentioned. However, a flower that only blooms in an area that has been repeatedly ravaged by Hollow Zero and
Talking
then
about
restored
innovate.
and looks similar to a symbiotic ethereal. No one's ever seen such a thing, let alone a tamed one.
Lycon and I have been gathering intel as well, but without much success.
I mean, you'd know anyway. You were literally canvassing around Hollow Zero.
Our client has failed to find any other way to get close to that gentleman. We can only place our hopes on his favored flower miraculously appearing. There's only 2 days until the banquet. I hope this doesn't become a regret of both Victoria Housekeeping and our client.
As expected of Victoria Housekeeping, you're so dedicated to every commission you get.
Right. It's not easy maintaining a near-perfect completion record and reputation. I'll keep an eye out for you. Fortunately, I've already found a temporary manager who's highly reliable. You've seen Miss Bell's work already, right, Rena? With such a brilliant floral designer here, there's nothing I need to worry about.
Agreed. You are truly astute, Miss Orchidea. Then I'll thank you and our dear guide in advance then. The banquet still requires more preparations. Please, contact me if there are any new developments.
Unsigned Boo. Oh, this one's tired.
The sunshine today is lovely, perfect for picking up.
Breath files, more accessories to clean faithfulness. Okay. It's not too much budget.
The simple blue-green hue depicts the tranquility and elegance of time.
Oh, you did quite a bit of polychromes. Do you get a bit?
Sometimes, simply looking at flowers is a healing experience, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess it's an event kind of hard carries in a way. Not too much though. I'm saying that it's that great of an event. Or that it like, you know. Oh, cut out. Do you have backup battery? Let me get that out of the way. We'll do another one. Routine cleanup run. Like, as soon as we get that map system, it's over. I literally just have to think about like scrolling from the map like that. I want like a double. I just want like another double crit piece with 4 lines. That's it. That's all I want.
Alright, I'll take the mark. We can help you. In pursuit.
This is pretty good. This is actually pretty good. Never mind. AM AP and attack percentage. I think I could probably just do like 2-piece Astral Voice on Vivian if I manage to get her.
The afternoon sun is exceptionally pleasant.
Like the rich or of a tune in D minor. Okay, great. No, not great. Crit damage. Okay, crit damage, that'd be great. I need 2 rolls. 1, 2. Nope. Okay. Something good. Like, I just need something good for Woodpecker. Attack. Energy regen, maybe. Great. Defense. Of course not. Yep. Nope. It's gonna be nothing. Yep. Five rolls. Okay. Oh, this is perfect. 1 roll. Attack. Second gain crit damage. AP. If I hold on to it, it's perfect. Nope. Maybe. Okay, maybe. Okay. Crit damage. Okay. 1 roll. Of course. My rolls have been terrible recently. Sigh.
This one's flavor goes
Can I please just have like a good build that can contend with like Topple and Yabi? Oh my god. All these rolls are bad.
the joy that this delicious composition brings.
Great. Attack. Crit damage. Crit damage. Crit damage again. Crit damage one more time. No. Okay, crit damage would be great. I feel like more for like four rolls into crit rate. Crit value, CV, anything, please.
The joy that this
I haven't had
delicious
one in so
composition
long.
brings is truly remarkable.
Crit rate. And crit damage. No. Crit damage. No.
The joy that this delicious composition brings is
Even if it
truly
has crit rate, it's literally 2 flat stats and HP. And this one's not that good too. It just goes into AP on the set I don't want AP on. Oh my lord.
is truly
But I want AP on this set over here. No way, it's gonna give me crit rate. HP, even worse. It'd be nice.
the joy
It would
that
be
this
nice
delicious composition brings
if I got something
is
good out of this.
truly
Crit rate. Actually, no, AP. Defense. AP.
The joy that this delicious composition brings is truly remarkable.
Second.
The joy that this delicious composition brings is truly remarkable. The joy that this delicious composition brings is truly remarkable. The joy that this delicious composition brings is truly remarkable. The joy that this delicious composition brings is truly remarkable. The joy that this delicious composition brings is truly remarkable.
Alright, back.
The joy that this delicious composition brings is truly remarkable.
Don't.
Come back again soon.
Welcome to Dew Garden. Honest and humble, like a hermit, standing beyond the hustle and bustle.
God, this guy.
Don't you think? The sweet aroma of lilies is a blessing of happiness and harmony.
What happened? Did something, you know, go to fault like on your end? Oh. Oh, that's just depressing. I didn't even give Rain anything unique. Oh, it's actually not final, I think. Yeah, Rain doesn't have any, like, doesn't actually have like an official portrait. Too romantic. No red, yellow, blue colors. So just white then.
The simple blue.
Intuition. Okay.
He's kind of cool though. What the hell?
That's neat to me. That's actually news to me. This he gets to go and show his like mood with a screen in his head. Okay.
A combination of simplicity and modernity, with no extra lines. Next time you visit, you might encounter the bouquet that opens up your heart.
Take those. I should have saved enough for this. Oh yeah, I could just go and use stamina now. I think it was smarter to do this instead. I'm using it for the right reasons, not the wrong ones. I'm using it for the right reasons, not the wrong ones. I'm using it for the right reasons, not the wrong ones. Let's do it. I'll do it normally as to like prepare. Can you box it? Ready? Like.
Good work. Resistance to
I didn't commission for like 1.2 because. Like 1.2. It did have like the ambush node, but that was like one time thing and that's it. Throwing such a big deal. I was making such a big deal about it, like just being a mainstay, whatever. Little did we know it wouldn't. It's be like a mission for this one, right? Right.
Welcome to Do Gardening. Next time you visit, you might encounter the bouquet that opens up your heart.
So I'm time gated then. That's good to know.
Time for some hard labor?
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
I have to go and get your set. Big saves nerfs. Oh, that is unfortunate. I can save a bit. I get like a full tomorrow. So, one for tomorrow. Oh, she reset tomorrow as well. It's not DA. Yeah, no, DA was last week. It's she today. Well, it's she tomorrow, actually. Unfortunately, it's going to be Vivian favored, so... Yeah, she resets tomorrow. Yeah, this kind of stuff. Patches, we actually had some commissions we could do for free, but oh, that's kind of cool. After would you go straight into season 2? Die. I missed to the story. Oh, that is true. But it's not gonna be enough for like a tenfold though, which is what I want to do.
Good evening. Which part do you want to modify this time?
The thingy. That's sad.
I got plenty of new ideas. Let's try them out on you. Is that it? Come back
Keep
next
getting
time,
double crit
you
pieces,
hear?
but only on a set. Yeah, I know, same. It's almost as if I'm cursed to actually just get nothing but crit pieces for like that one set in particular. Right, next morning. Ben's there to give his Ben blessings. I should probably get trade requests out of the way. Oh no, I probably will get like I'll probably have to get to pity, and I can go and guarantee myself an S rank, but not Vivian. I'll do these balls. Let me get these out of the way. A rank. Okay. I do. B. I'm beelining it to a bobbin ball. Do singles. Like, I feel like it'd be more appropriate if I were to do like a tenfold. Thing. Reset tomorrow. We actually reset tomorrow. That's 2 tenfolds. Polychromes. You know what? 1 second. Need to be careful with how much I spend. I think it makes it easier so that I get Vivian. And maybe Hugo. Yeah, that's like the most I'll probably get spent on this patch. I don't think we'll get enough pulls, but we can always try. As long as it gets closer to Pity, really. Pity is fine. Do I get a 10-4 tomorrow? Okay, get a pull tomorrow. 720 from next EU. Then we have the event, which gives me another 100. So 800, one pull, another pull from Thingy. I got too far. It's fine anyway. I want to get the BP, but this is the most I'm going to probably spend on this patch. Unless I'm thinking about spending a bit more. But I'll be a bit conservative in my spending. Oh, also. So, 4 here, 725. So that's 9. Yeah, I have a 9. And then I get one more pull from like login bonus. Yeah, okay. And then we get to 50 pity, so we're on 40 pity now. I'm hoping I can get like halfway and then just break pity there, and then go for the and then beeline it for the Wenjin. And I wouldn't mind just going for this because like be a bit too far. How good is this? 40% AP build up. When ether damage, AP increases by 20. Okay. You don't need Wenjin for Vivian. You know what? Fair enough. The 40 build up is actually really good though. Okay. It's a better weapon. You know, fair enough. I don't. If it's gonna be like that, I don't think. I'll probably take your word for it.
Lord Phaeton.
And then maybe the same way with the Aniki, I'll probably go for it for like a rerun. Even though the Wenjin effect is really pretty. 15%. It's pretty significant then. Oh wait, hold up. Another pull. Alright, so we're 5 now. We're guaranteed to go and do. Well, yeah, I just need to go and do a Shiyu, and that's it. Because once I've done all of Shiyu, I'm getting another 10 fold. And we're at 50 pity. Hopefully it's early. Hopefully I break pity early. But you know I won't get an S rank on this banner.
How can I help?
As long as I get like an early
Never
Vivian.
turn down Lord Phaeton.
Yeah, but as long as I get like an early Vivian, that's pretty much all that matters. And then I can probably have like an Easter time go for Hugo.
Okay, Lord Phaeton.
Fingers crossed, Hugo's like first tenfold, I'm done, and I go and get lighter. 2 lighters in one go. Because I wanna, like, I really wanna start doing like one cycles with like Ben comp. I really do.
Want to see the red scarf?
Much things I have now. Craziest thing about pace up is probably like my first pace up from like Twitch is going to be like around half a year or so. That's annoying. But you know what? That's okay. I don't think I have like enough pieces I can use. Well, this is pretty good. That was like near perfect. I was like,
I'm here, so we're good.
Even better if I got your M2. Alright. I think it's just fingers crossed for like early Vivian and that's it. Like a hard lock on spending any more for the game. Tomorrow, the next few days, which let's think. It's only been like a day since Vivian came out. 300, well 720 tomorrow, so I'll count this as like a temple. We'll get this out of the way. Temple, right? 40 pity. 40 pity. So 18 days, we'll take 19 days. 19 days, 1 single, so 19 summons. 30, 21 pity. Or 21 pity left over. And then, yeah. I can get to pity. So then again, and that doing okay. If I were, I would have done like M6 lighter a long time ago. I'm basically on 150 pulls already, so I get lighter's engine no matter what. Cool. Nice that we all have guarantees over here. I'm still stuck on 50-50. I'm a killer for like aesthetics. I do love aesthetics. They're really they are really pretty, but I had to be really lucky on this banner if I want to get an early sig. And it's not that great, but the first effect is insane though. 40% AP. They really wanted to be like, okay, well, this is actually kind of annoying. Seeing people just use like Yanagi signature. We're deliberately going to nerf it by actually, you know, patching it out. But we will give like the 40% AP to like Vivian instead.
Time for some hard labor?
Her Wenjin is good. It's basically like a 15% better weapon. It has like insane build up though, so it's definitely like a really good pickup, especially for her because she definitely needs like all the build up she can get. So yeah, so that you get to like spam. Okay, was 8 main stat AP, but essentially it's so that you actually get to like spam as many blooms and corruptions as you can from Vivian's side, and that way you get the sworders. Yeah, it's like 50% good. You need to get Jane Wenjin too. Thankfully for me, I'm not thinking about getting Jane. Because I already have her. No. It's pretty much just fingers crossed. I have not lost a 50-50 outside of... Yeah, actually, I've never lost a 50-50 past Evelyn so far. 2 patches so far. I'm hoping I don't lose this one. Otherwise, it's going to feel real bad, but I'm probably might have to go skip Vivian. Yeah, it's not as crazy, which is good. Because we're talking about a niche that only Trigger can use herself. Which is really depressing. Like, this is a Trigger engine. Like, this is definitely, like, Trigger's best in slot. But I guess he took, like, some feedback to heart. I know, like... I don't think we need... Yeah, I don't think we need to make everybody, like, absolutely broken. But the build-up and the, extra AP is insane, though, for, like, Vivian. 6 times. You get, like, 120 AP. Sorry about that, so I'm just pulling off a tantrum. Yeah. If it was like that, then you're totally right. You do get 192 and weapon. If it's like that, I think in terms of utility and slightly, well, it's on par, if not slightly better. No, it's 15% better in terms of damage, but it's more so because of the utility that's actually kind of, really good. This first passive is insane. 40% build up. Finally, Yaniki's Wenjin is literally dethroned as like the best in slot for like any anomaly unit that's not Miyabi. Well, for literally anybody that's like.
Good morning. Anything you'd like to buy? We have some limited edition items in stock.
Build up. Oh, you get the idea. Oh, but 40% build up is actually really good.
Before you leave,
How can I help?
Check. I might
you have my complete
W5
support.
on thingy. No, W3. One more deep and I'm done with I'm done with this engine. And then I can finally get 6-shooter. Not that it matters though. Not that it matters.
Reality. Awaiting orders.
Yeah, time weave is fixed, so it's not the same as it used to be. Yeah, I've seen one of them at the very least. It is very cute. Finally, there's actually something that's happening inside the store. And by inside the store, I mean by you get like bang boos. Yeah, like this. That's great. Or the bang boo you collect. These civic interactions. Okay. So I'm assuming like he's just upstairs now, and you can literally interact with him. There's not much yet, but I think it's probably like down to time maybe. But it's cute that you actually get to go and see all the like bang boo you collect, and they just go inside and like inside the shop now. Kind of like a mini agent interaction thing when said EOS just interacts with them. Oh yeah, no, okay, right. I'm hoping if I win 50-50, I could try for Vivian Wenjin. If I don't get it, I would have built up enough pity to go and try and attempt 70/25. But I'm hoping that tomorrow I do get Vivian. That way, the 18 days I can just purely start. I can start hyperfixating on this banner. And moment I do get. Okay, but if I don't get it, that's a guaranteed 75/25 for Hugo's Wenjin, which is basically just like insane. It's literally just 50% of Nicole's engine in like Nicole's ears. You get 25% defense reduction, but it's attack main side though. Yeah. I mean, with like Hugo's effect totalize, it is looking a lot more insane. Like that is just a genuine nuke. Like you nuke the hell out of stun. It's pretty cool. If it's like that, I don't think I need to go to get like Vivian's Wenjin. Though I do want to win 50-50. I do want to win 50-50. Okay, in terms of who I can utilize, I have another Weeping Angel. Oh, Weeping Gemini.
You want a glass of nitro fuel?
I'm probably gonna have to like hard focus on thingy Weeping Gemini more often. By that I mean by I need to go to like Box Galaxy and start trading my my pieces. I literally have like a stash of them now that I've yet to use. That's kind of a hot take, if anything. The thing is, here's a problem about your argument. Trigger doesn't work as well as you think she does next to Hugo. And Hugo does kind of scale off of stun damage. Actually, let me go and pull up his, like, you know, thingy. But Hugo needs, but Hugo definitely does need 2 stun agents. I don't think Trigger works with him, though. Which means, yeah, you're probably gonna have to use Lycon. But you have to use Lycon lighter. Let me go and check something. Oh yeah, I know here. Like, so you want Trigger Lycon. That's a good versus sort of team.
I wish you a fabulous day.
Let me skip first. When chain attack Trigger Fate hits an enemy, or Hugo's attack stun an enemy, Hugo gains Dark Abyss reverb state for 6 seconds, and to repeat his triggers, reset the duration. Hugo's crit rate increased by 12%, crit damage increased by 25%. When on 1 to 2 stun characters, Hugo's attack increases by 270, 810. You need 2 stun characters. Literally 810 is insane. When finishing move or EX special, or ultimate hits an enemy, triggers totalized effect, dealing increases damage multiplier of the skill by 917. Additionally, the totalized effect increases skill damage multiplier based on the amount of remaining stun time of the enemy when triggered. Stun time destiny. Okay. Then Kaleda. These 8 shippers are going to crash out for real though, but let's be honest. I'm not saying anything about that fire, but to be fair, this guy was designed in like with the pure intention to that you would like if you have Lycon, you should definitely run him next to Lycon.
Please forgive me for stealing the moonlight.
God, he's so cool. Need him. He's poker than Kaleda. Oh yeah, she's still an option, but here's the thing though. Kaleda does not increase stun damage multiplier.
How can I help?
She increases chain attack damage, which is not useful for, like...
You want to test my hammer?
I don't like the new voice that much. Okay. Yeah, but she does not increase stun damage multiplier. She only increases the crit damage, chain attack damage, which is really good.
Hey, don't look down on me.
For the likes of Evelyn. But not Hugo. Hugo would definitely would benefit better from like both stun damage multiplier. Which means there's only a few characters that can actually do that. Lighter M2, Trigger, with the like, you know, of course with the base kit.
I shall follow your
And Lycon. Oh yeah, Chingy as well.
A new case to solve?
Yeah, Chingy can work. Chingy definitely works. I do need to max this out though. Stun damage multiplier increases by 40%. Freeze rush sec. Should be about 420. Be high. Chingy will be bad because you only begin to get attacks so going to stun too fast. Yeah. Actually, that is true. Yeah, Chingy is a bit bad.
A new case to solve?
You definitely want to make sure you take your time when you stun. Which means that Trigger and Lycon work. Or Trigger or Lycon Lighter. But Lighter can be a bit greedy though, so you need to make sure you control like how much morale you utilize. Lycon's great, particularly because like he specifies a lot of conditions that Hugo needs. Doesn't stun too fast, but also gives you stun damage multiplier. Yeah, it really is just Lighter Lycon. Take that, Fire. Shippers still win. They know, Fire. They know shippers want the perturbed Yai. Okay. Not gonna lie, also one of them, but still. Yeah. Actually, that is true though. She stuns way too quickly. There's not enough time for you to actually utilize like thingy. You have to like just micromanage the hell out of it. I mean, of course, at M6 she's definitely going to be way better than Lycon. Sure, that's guaranteed. Same with like Lighter. But Lighter needs M2 to actually increase stun damage multiplier. Lycon and Trigger both have that inner base kit. But to be fair, Trigger doesn't actually buff the hell out of like Lighter the same way. No, the hell out of like Hugo the same way that Lighter does though. So even then, you'd rather run Lighter, which means
So we're good.
Ace off 25% after totalize. Yeah, that too. Anyway, that still does mean they still have to use these two. And yeah, it would be better. And Lycon is technically, well, I wouldn't say his best in stock because that tanky is Lighter. Because well, Lighter is literally 75% fire ice damage and 35% crit damage. Well, and 30% crit damage to fire ice damage in general. If you have W1 or signature, semantics. But Perturbed Diary. Yes, literally just right there. Astra, Evelyn, Hugo, Lighter, Hugo, Lycon. We love the third wheel over here. Still though, his support is just insane. There's no point of you utilizing thingy. So I know he's gonna explain. I just wanna go. Okay, Chingy stuns too fast. Yeah, you have to use Chingy before 2 times. You know what's never gonna, because you'll be stunning 2 times. That's the thing though. And the problem with Chingy is the fact that she has so much days build up to the point where you wouldn't even get enough stun damage multiplier, which is what Hugo wants the most. Dodge and attack with it. No, we're talking about doing the actual Hans basic twice, including the one you're thinking about, like you doing a dodge attack. You have to do it twice. Now, in certain fights, it's helpful. So, say for example, Tower, definitely, yeah, Chingy would be better than Lycon in that, right? Yeah, and you also have 25% off to totalize. That too. Because remember, totalize gets rid of all the days, but resets you back to 25%. So even then, you wouldn't get the full stun damage multiplier with Chingy. You only get it once, but you don't get it again. Because again, Chingy would stun too fast. Right, it's musical.
can I help?
It kind of is the same as Kata and B if it's going to be next to Hugo.
I think he's seriously, but
Still.
I shall follow your orders.
He does have, I know, he does have like a bit of... Yeah, he does have damage res shred. He does get ice damage... He does get ice res shred, which is really good. Shingi only gets like 25% stun damage multiplier, and that's kind of it. Yeah, that's it. The problem with Shingi is just the fact that she does give you more like stun damage multiplier. Her Wenjin, actually, you know what? Lycon with Shingi Wenjin actually does put in a lot of work if you use him next to Hugo. Get any of that. Someone's bothering me. Which, of course, is better than nothing, but like can see second button slot next item. Okay. Right, to reiterate, Fire. Hugo wants to basically nuke via Totalize, right? The thing is, Chingy doesn't provide as much supportive capability as Lycon, and the fact that, here's a really big flaw, she can stun too fast. What do we mean by that? Chingy gets like 1 billion days and impact from both her Wenjin and from like, again, you know, doing a basic attack. Or a Han's basic attack. Now, it's fine the first time, but after you proc Totalize with Hugo, you're going to stun too fast. And you're not going to get the full 25, the full on like stun damage multiplier you get with Chingy. But another big bonus with like Lycon is the fact that you get 25% ice damage res shred for 30 seconds. Which means it's really good next to like Hugo in general. And on top of that, he can actually use like you can actually utilize this passive. Because when you have like downtime with Lighter and you're not really using Hugo all the time, you use Lycon. And not everybody likes to use Lycon, that's fine. Oh, hi Hedgehog. Anyway. But, to be fair, they have literally, in a way, they've quite literally designed Lycon, no, not Lycon, they've quite literally designed Hugo to mostly just work with Lycon and by proxy, Lighter. Also, not to mention, Trigger does take a really long time to actually stun. And in that sense, Lighter doesn't really benefit from the lengthy... Lighter does have like a bunch of downtime too. Yeah. If anything, everything just gets satisfied with Lycon once you're actually next to Hugo and Lighter. Everything, Lycon satisfies everything that Hugo needs. Stun damage multiplier. Ice damage res shred. And you have like M1, you do get like a bit more days as well. And he gets like, and by the way, he does get like, he gets a full on 35% stun damage multiplier if you just stun. You just do, but in application though, Chinky doesn't really work the way that you think it should work. It's not that great. Because again, most of her capabilities is just her stunning, which in a way allows it to be like a bit of a sub DPS. I haven't maxed it out. I reached to max it out. Even though I have like a Wenjin. But it does end up being counterintuitive because remember, after Totalize, 25% days gets afflicted into the enemy. So regardless of what happens, Chingy would stun too fast. You know, which means that she doesn't get to like utilize the full on stun damage multiplier. Yeah. It's literally the same as using Anbi. Which, yeah, fine, sure, Anbi is fine, but base Anbi's is just Anbi. She's just there to help stun. Which is very counterintuitive because Hugo wants you to just debuff and make sure you have so much stun damage multipliers if possible, and then you just nuke with EX special ultimate.
Ready for combat.
Yeah. So again, Hugo. It's counterintuitive to run Chingy with Hugo. That's the biggest issue. But Lycon, it doesn't matter how fast Lycon stuns, Lycon will always provide the same debuffs. The same way that Lighter also has a bit of downtime, which you can literally just utilize all your morale stacks, get the same 5% ice damage bonus, and 30% crit damage bonus if you get Wenjin as well. On top of that, Collapse is insane. Collapse is such an insane passive to the point that's just going to skyrocket his damage. I diagnose you, dying now. Remember, it's diagnosed die with perturbed Yaoi. With like, not, I say perturbed Yaoi and not toxic Yaoi. Because, you know, we already went like through anything. Yeah, he also gives extra damage in the stun window. That too. That too. Bro, M2 would be so good. M2 would be so good. Literally, if you have like M1 Lycon and then M2 Lighter, yeah, you should be fine when it comes to Hugo damage. I completely mumbled that.
I'm at your disposal.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to the point when whenever Hugo comes out is when we try this out. Unfortunately, when Hugo comes out, they set him up to be like at the worst possible time. Because really, what happens during the events? We have this event, which everybody would have done, and we already get the springtime thing, and then this story thing, and that's it. Not to mention, this Bang Boo Bash mode is like never mind. The sacrificing him then. Yeah. You just need to touch him. You need to either touch with EX special. Actually no, EX special, you need to touch with EX special. You do need to touch with EX special for the ice damage red shred.
I'm at your disposal.
Yeah. Yeah, assist follow up or EX special attack. I'm probably gonna get like Lycon to like call E. I'll probably have to max him out T.
I shall follow your orders.
Yeah, they are literally just sacrificing the men. It's annoying. It is annoying. Like, first off, we have a retcon when it comes to Seed. Secondly, we have like literally 2 males like next half, 2 males next half, and we have barely anything to do. And now Seed's gonna be and now Seed's probably gonna be like Firefly 2.0. It really it's like this, and the worst part is I'm not saying that it's guaranteed to be Firefly 2.0, but we're saying that like the chance of it being Firefly 2.0 is like 78% now. And there's like a really good track record of like Zen's character designs as well.
For some hard labor.
If you can let Ben be Ben, Lycon be Lycon, Billy be Billy, let Seed be Seed. We are so good to get like that's right before the big new character. That's true. That's so true. Like the worst part is we have Orpheus, and Orpheus is like a girl. I don't think anybody's gonna miss like literally when it comes to Urban Squad, we have Soldier 11, Trigger,
I've got your back.
Orpheus, and then I mean sure Seed, but But now they're just retconning it, so by like just changing the localizations for like Trigger's quest to be so that it said, oh, she likes these flowers and she does this. Oh, because it's anti-feminine. Yeah, just like how Light will sacrifice for Miyabi. That is true though. But the thing is though, I think it's great that Light is Lighter because he's technically. And I thought about this like a long time, and now I can actually just full-heartedly agree with this point. Light is technically the best stun unit in the entire game. I get it's with upon a niche, but he's technically the best stun unit in the entire game. Now, in a general aspect, it is Trigger. It is Trigger, but Lighter is the best in terms of like just the raw support he gives. The raw support he gives within his niche. They are. When your elite task force is down just women, just call that DK. Yes! Yes! Speaking of DK, we already had that last patch too. But, you know. I guess it's gonna happen. Alright, 1 second. Alright, back. Alright. It is just looking bleak for men's. Yeah, that direct marketing can't hit fast enough. Just, literally, you know, you're totally right. You are totally right. What is the drip marketing? What? The eyeing at like the Twitter, right? We're just eyeing at Twitter now. Unless it's just gonna be like tomorrow at Friday, because you know Fridays are usually days when they do live streams, whatever. We got drip tonight. Everything about Yuzu boring. Okay, I think it's funny that she gets to act like a scam artist when she's just done with like talking to people. I think that's really funny. I don't like her design, and there's that one moment, God forbid, they just don't like, God forbid we go off a patch that's like supposed to be emotional, and then we just get like a moment. Yeah, at the same time terrified. Honestly speaking, I'm just hoping that, yeah, I wouldn't say she's too boring. She is very funny. She's a fun character. She's definitely a fun character to like, you know. Or let's see. Let me rephrase that. She is definitely like a Zenith character. Disregarding design choices, I think in a way she's always going to be like very well written. In my personal opinion, I'm not saying that everybody has to agree with me in that like, you know, front. But I feel like every single Zenith character has always been well written. Now, in terms of design, it is a bit uninspired. Yeah, they also definitely say like the other moments for like 2.0. Yeah, she is very much Miyabi in terms of like anticipation.
Eradicate all evil.
But I think when it comes, I think we do like, it's good to like have high expectations again with like Yuzu One, because at any moment, any given moment, she could literally just impress us anyway. The cutscene was kind of cool though. Sans the moment. I mean her personality. The boys, yeah, she does make a really loud noise. It does. Like I was like jump scared at just the sheer like sound bite of like her bird spawning. It was just. It's cool that it spawns. It's cool that actually it spawned. That it does spawn and it's like present. Like in the other world, whatever. Throughout like whatever limited time we have, so now we literally just. Yeah. That is true though. Like Yizuan does is funny on purpose. Miyabi is just funny, like on accident.
Eradicate all evil.
She is literally just like, and it's good too, because in a way she is technically neurodivergent. She technically is neurodivergent. Yeah, she is neurodivergent. Yeah, I did that. But like Yizuan just ends up like being done with stuff and then just like gaslights you. It's funny. Yeah. That corner spot is hilarious though. Literally just... Okay, I'm reading a poem. You'll be rich one day. I just said you'll be rich. Okay, you're not... Take my word for it. I got another spell for you guys. 10,000 Denny's per reading. Disperse the entire account. And then talks to a bank boo. Okay, I understand that you have problems with your friends or whatever. Just think of this. Their brains are rusted. I mean, she's funny on purpose, and that's great. I like Yizuan for that. And that's like a very strong point with like every single Zenith character so far. Everyone just ends up having a quirk to them. And it's great. Just say that you're better than them. That's it, just... You just say skill issue and you're set for life. That's it. I cannot wait for Yizuan. Like, purely because of the fact that she acts like a con artist, despite her just, you know... Like it was a line when he said that, oh, she has like an eccentric personality, whatever. But yes, she does. She scams people. Just to like, get out of the way. No, she just doesn't. She just doesn't. They can't come any long. Couldn't come at any moment now. You know what the thing is? I think they might have made it so that around June 6th, it's going to be. Oh, you know what? I just clocked. I actually just clocked. I might be okay with like Hugo Banner. I won't say why though, but I might be okay with Hugo Banner. Might be. I do want Hugo. I might skip Vivian Wenjin. It will be like quite the... Yeah, it might be a bit of a time loss, but to be fair, this is Vivian we're talking about. 64%? That's not that high actually. I thought it'd be like 80% when it comes to like enemy build up. I mean, being outside being a stalker is like again, she's really cute. And she's cool when she wants to be anyway. I think it's in a way more well done compared to like Firefly. Speaking of, I don't want to talk about Firefly at all. I just don't. I really should be talking about her. Like, she's going to make me angry. Any reason clubs looking fine? Can we? Tiny. See, I just love it. Sorry, my fault. Honestly, same. I liked Vivian initially, but I like her even more now. Anyways, Panda is definitely like lock on. If I don't like, I'm kind of hoping. Like, fingers crossed, I don't miss out on Kinda. Yeah, I do wish her arc wasn't too kind. Yeah, I feel like it was shoehorned in a bit, but to be fair, Vivian barely had an arc outside of just being Phaethon fangirl.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
So I feel like in a way it makes sense that they wanted to have her be a bit more relevant by literally her having ties to the Exaltists. Like legit having ties to the Exaltists. So I can understand where they were coming from. It does end up being a bit shoehorned, so you're kind of right in that front. Yeah. And that's a bit of like a flaw with the story. If this was like an agent story, because I get they want to like fuse agent stories and like special episodes into like main content now, which is fine. It's okay. But
How can I help?
there are better ways of going about this instead of just having like the entire Dina Camille plot that circulates around Vivian and then have that be her own agent story. I mean, the same thing could be said for like Hugo as well, because it sort of is. I'm saying, and that's not like very much of a hot take too, but like the entire Hugo dream sequencing does feel like an actual agent story. But to be fair, those two have been pretty well done, despite Vivian's being shoehorned in. And for that, I do enjoy her story, and for that, I do enjoy like the epilogue boy, gave us. I think if they were to optimize it a bit more, considering we're literally just gonna have like a different story structure compared to what we had for like season 1. I'm hoping that they definitely understand that, yeah, there are going to be some flaws when we literally just have, like, characters be shoehorned in. It was perfectly fine for, like, a dream sequence. That I will say. It was very long, though. It was quite long. I kind of hope, let's be honest, we get set pieces. And by set pieces, I mean by, can we just get, like, newer stages instead of it just being like this. Instead of just being like, Leminian, Port Alpis, Outer Ring, like the beginning of time. Because this is a very good sign that they're actually willing to make new set pieces, particularly for, like, character-related stories in a way. I don't want to just go back and forth to, like, hollers all the time. Like, when I talk about... And also, when I mean by set pieces, I mean by, like, wooer set pieces, like, Wuthering Wave set pieces. Their agent, like, their character story set pieces are, like, insane. Unless I actually there's a problem elsewhere. It's like, in terms of you using... it's all about in terms of using thinking. Yeah, and in so good. It does. It really does. And if Zenith can actually make set pieces like this, by all means, go for it. Kinda hope that they go on, like they continue with this, because I think that we definitely would have like a better time when it comes down to something like Ballet Twins in a way. If they want to remove TV, we have to have like again, if we want to remove TV like this, we have to have like a trade-off of us having like way more set pieces than just going into a horror like the umpteenth time. I can get T-Charge. It's probably because of M1, yeah. It might be better, but I wouldn't say it's that insane when you have it when you use Chingy next to Hugo.
Any case to solve?
Because it only affects her personal DPS. Well, go 15% defense and then 20% crit rate. Not that great compared to like the 25% ice damage res shred that Lycan has. But yeah, M1 Chingy does actually work pretty well. Now, at M6, of course you have to use her next to Hugo. I guess there's like a bit of a trick. I guess there's like a reason to why you probably use Chingy if you have like Chingy at M1, but Lycon himself is very good next to Hugo. Like, that's his second best comp.
I shall follow your orders.
You need Deuce to actually make Chingy work next to Hugo. I guess that's a bit of, that's enough food for thought. Okay. Well, we got She reset. Yeah, because I'm trying. Yeah, it's gonna be tough if you really want Chingy to work next to Hugo. It's gonna be tough. You can always just have like Lycon touch a bit and then you get 3 charge attacks. I mean, if it's gonna be like that, then I think Chingy could hypothetically be better at than like Lycon at certain, well, at M1 really, but M0 I wouldn't say that she's that great. It's it's probably just like the amount of build-up you have like with
Time for some hard labor.
Chingy.
Let me finish my cup of hot water.
Yeah, accumulation rate is increased by 30%. Actually, that might actually, but to be fair, if you think about it, wait, instantly restore to maximum value. Well, M1 could be really good for like Hugo. Stun damage increased buff. Yeah, it's M1. Yeah, you probably would like M1 to get on Chingy. Now, I wouldn't say it's as good as Lycon. It's great for like her personal DPS, and on top of that, you do get 50% defense reduction. But Lycon is very cut and dry to the point where you literally just have to touch with him. Now, it's nice for the fact that you do, like you can stun quickly and then get like Hugo EX and ultimate out of the way really quickly, but if you don't have M1, so in this case, me, I probably want to use Lycon instead of Chingy. Right, since we're pretty much this time gated, I am going to wait until she tomorrow and do another 10 forward. Hopefully I get Vivian early and then that's it. I just leave the banner knowing that I don't have to go and get the Wenjin. I'll probably try for it. Yeah, that's probably why. Because like when we're talking about M0 Chingy, there's a clear difference. Because like M0 Chingy does stun too quickly. Whereas I also need a honestly same. Because like after reading the story,
I shall follow your
Kano need for her. And then if I get her early, I literally only have to focus on Hugo and that's it. I think I can guarantee myself Hugo. So I never played out M0. That is probably why you probably would prefer to use Chingy than Lycon. That actually brings out my Jane out of retirement. Yeah, because now Jane's actually good again. Well, technically speaking, by proxy, she makes Yaniki even better in terms of hyper carry comp. So again, why would you use thingy? Yeah, that's why it sounded weird. That's why it felt weird when we were talking about how like Lycon was better than Chingy. But you weren't like, but you mean considering that we're talking about like M0 Lycon and M0 Chingy. Actually, you know what? There's like a couple hot takes I have to talk about tomorrow. I'll try and remember to talk. I'll try and like keep a mental note of this and like try and talk about it. Because I feel like I need to say it out loud. It's still about Pride Win. It's still about Pride Win again. Spoiler that. Anyway, she reset tomorrow. I get another 10 forward. Can do another 10 forward on Vivian Banner. Hoping I can actually touch her. And then just max her out throughout the patch. And we then... I'll probably try to get the Wenjin. Yeah, it's not a hot take at all that most of the sand in Mindscapes are bad. Anyway. I mean, you're kind of right, but not entirely wrong. It's mostly just down to the fact that if you have dupes into Chingy, then of course Chingy's gonna feel better than Lycon. Because you start off with a full gauge already with Chingy, then you're like 30% more build up towards like, you know, enhanced basic. So in terms of personal DPS, it could help out a bit more, especially if you want like a bit more downtime with like Hugo. But again, if you don't have Chingy at M1, then Lycon's always going to be better than her in terms of Hugo comp. Anyway.